Sure.
All right, we ready? Start with the like. I can call the meeting to order. Please join us for the invocation and pledge.
Bow our heads, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time that we get to gather together. What a wonderful country we live in. I pray that you have our words and our thoughts. You can. I pray that our thoughts are in concert with your thoughts for this meeting. And pray in Jesus' name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May be seated. We'll begin with item 2.1, approval of the minutes of the Lake County School Board Budget Workshop, September 30, 2025 at 2 p.m. I have a motion by Ms. Pierce,
Second.
second by Mr. Lumpy. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 2.2, approval of minutes, Lake County School Board regular meeting, October 9, 2025, 6 p.m. I have a motion by Ms. Clement, second by Ms. Furlong. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Favorite item on the agenda, item 3.1, update of new elementary school.
You're the favorite.
That is the favorite today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mike is over there providing encouragement to all the subcontractors to hurry up and get done. I'm not gonna tell you what that looks like, but, it's encouragement. Positive ways to talk about it. Things are wrapping up pretty fast, and, so far, things are, smooth, as far as doing the job and planning. So we're all excited about that. Just kind of an update area by area. The classroom area closest to the cafeteria, that's 1,300, so digresses as we go down. 1,300, the flooring's complete. We're finishing up on just a few items there, punch out on the base and whatnot. Cabinets are all in. We're ready to start putting in ceiling tiles as the air conditioning gets turned on. Carpet's complete in 1,100, and the vinyl's being installed now. And in the 1,200 section, which is the middle, the carpet is complete, vinyl's being installed, and we're ready for ceiling there as well too. So the whole, ground floor is getting real close to being finished. We're turning on systems little by little with, we've had a lot of temporary air in the building, we're getting permanent systems on now. And then on the second floor, classroom flooring is complete in 2,300. We're installing cabinets now, ready for ceilings, and then we'll start vinyl flooring next week, and then carpet as well. And then in 2,200, kind of the same place, classrooms complete, cabinets being installed, ready for ceilings, and vinyl next week, so they're about the same spot. And then, the same with the second floor, so, the entire second floor is just kind of waiting on people to get upstairs from the floor below as far as the floor finishes. And, I'm always nervous about, the things adhering properly and good fit and finish, and everything I've seen there, the spectrum flooring, the good enough flooring, does a very good job of that, so.
The weather's cooperating.
Weather is cooperating, yes.
That's amazing. And it's even gonna be cool this weekend and next week, so I'm good too.
20 years ago, all the gooey, sticky stuff that was great for carpet and flooring and things, they took all that out. So now it's just kind of hit and miss as far as getting the right adhesive and making sure it's environmentally correct. So, it's a little harder than it used to be. Outside, things are wrapping up real well. Walks are complete, fencing being installed, we're putting sod down, irrigation's been installed. We have trees and shrubs coming next week, so all the plants and bushes will be there. Playground equipment's being installed. We think they're gonna be another 2 to 3 weeks. They kind of work at their own pace, but they're not in anybody's way. And then gutters and downspouts are being put on around the building. And the first week in November, we're gonna be doing our last lift of pavement. So hopefully all that stuff will be done around the building, and then we can do that last lick of pavement, and things are really gonna start to look finished by mid-November around the outside of the building. The one thing that may drag a little bit, because we did make a lot of changes to it, is the canopies that go around the building. So we do think that will all be done by the end of November. So we are planning on furniture starting to be delivered the first week of December, and all that will be coming in, and hopefully by the time we have our grand opening on the 18th, it's gonna look like a finished school building with all the stuff there that you need to be successful with the kids. So,
John, I have a question, and this is just because I watch too much weather, but, I know the storm that's approaching is a possibility that it might not even come near Florida, but there's a lot of different models, and where are we as far as, like, if it was, are we good? I mean, is it, okay?
yeah, it's a bunker. If there was a storm and anybody was concerned about where they were at, they should go there. Because it's, you know, the generator may not be up and running, but as far as structurally sound, it's ready for a storm.
Okay.
So and it's built to withstand, I think it's designed at 150 mile an hour winds is what it's, so it's quite a structure and should be a good place to be if there is a storm.
One more question, and you might know, you might not know. There was so much controversy over the past years, the ground covering in the playground. What do they use it?
It's mulch, right?
Just small.
Just mulch, okay?
Well, yeah.
Because remember when they used tires?
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then something else we had out there one time, they said that, you know, all of a sudden we couldn't use either, so. It's mulch.
It's mulch that's been tossed and has no edges, right?
For.
It's designed, it's
Yeah,
designed
specifically,
Okay,
Yeah,
I just was wondering what we were
you
covering.
can't buy it at Home Depot,
Thank you.
it's a specially designed mulch with, I don't
It's
really
not gonna
understand
float
it,
away,
but I
because
know
we
that
didn't use, we weren't able to
Yeah.
use full mulch before because it floated
Mhm.
and it was misplaced, so,
Yeah, that does happen on a lot of projects, I've seen that before.
okay.
We typically use, you know, on non-playground areas, we use what's called no-float mulch, and that works pretty well.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crazy question, but I was just
No,
wondering.
no, there are no stupid questions, there's just, you know, and happy to, and sometimes we don't have the answers, but my guys are good at finding answers.
A lot of controversy over it in the past years, that's why.
Oh, yeah, well, I can remember when, you know, it used to be called vinyl asbestos tile, when I was a kid.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, asbestos made tile strong, so now I'll know what that, you know, what that does.
That's what's wrong with all of us.
That's the time.
And the time.
Well, in my case, that might be part of it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Any other questions? All right.
Ms. Opera wanted to ask about going on a tour.
I do.
And if you want to schedule something maybe next week.
Next Thursday, this week is a bad week for anybody to be in the building, because, you know, we're just at a very vulnerable time with, you know, all the glues on the floors and paint on the walls and ceilings. But next Thursday, if we want to organize something through Brian, we will be ready for, you know, a walkthrough next Thursday. If anybody wants to come and walk, we'd love to have you. It's just, this is a bad week. And we don't want to create any excuses for somebody not to
Or
continue
I mean,
working.
you could do it, it doesn't have to be a Thursday, I mean, it could be
Yeah,
Wednesday,
it doesn't have to
Friday.
be Thursday, but late next week, Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Would be fine, or the following week, you know, whatever works for y'all.
We don't have a meeting Thursday, but don't have anything on my calendar if we wanted to.
Can anybody else do Thursday the 30th?
I forgot to bring my calendar with me.
I have surgery on my ear next Wednesday, and it's gonna be like this, so
If you wanna do Wednesday or Thursday, go ahead, and if I can come, I will. If I can't, I
I
won't.
can go before that, my
Yeah,
surgery's on Wednesday.
I won't be able to be there until about 9:30.
Whatever, I have the whole day open, so I don't know about Larry.
I have that whole day open, but maybe we should go to the next week, because Patty has surgery the Wednesday and she's not gonna be able to come
Okay.
on the next day.
On my ear.
Gotcha. Huh?
We'll just, we'll figure that out through some emails or text
Well, we
messages.
have
Okay.
our organizational meeting when,
Oh,
That's in November.
Yeah, but I wanna see what about Thursday the 6th? Anybody,
Thursday, the
Good,
6th
I don't
of November? Oh, that's fine, yeah.
All right, November 6th, what time?
Tell us what time.
Not at 9.
Let's
Later in the
do
day.
1 o'clock, let's do 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, November 6th, 1 p.m. Does that work for you?
Oh, yeah, we'll make it work. 1 o'clock Thursday.
Thank you very much.
We come earlier and eat lunch or something, we sit together.
November
Thank
6th.
We want to come early, we can eat lunch together.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay.
So I'll see you all Saturday, and going through the foundation event, so it's my wedding anniversary. My wife said, I had such a good time last year, I wanna go again. So
Oh, wow.
we're
That's
celebrating our
awesome.
wedding anniversary at your education foundation.
So you can buy her something in the auction for her
Exactly.
anniversary. so-
Exactly.
All right.
Very smart man.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. See you Saturday.
What's
All
that?
right, do we have
Very
any,
smart man.
Yeah.
item 5, no, I'm sorry, I'm moving ahead again, I'm skipping Brian again. Item 4.1, quarterly state school officer report, Mr. Gressel.
So every quarter by state statute, I'm supposed to report on our safe schools and our safe school visits. We had one visit during this 9 weeks from the state, that actually went to Moorhaven Elementary School. And there was, well, not only the state person was there, but they had some regional people from Broward County and also from Lee County, I believe, that came and they did a walkthrough with a person from DOE, and everything was fantastic. So,
Perfect.
yeah,
Good.
Our report is perfect right now.
Good.
Awesome.
I say right now because I don't want to jinx anything, so. Everything's doing good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job, Brian. All right, item 5.1, public comment on agenda, do we have any? All right, we'll move to the consent agenda. Does anyone have any items they'd like to pull from the consent agenda?
Yes, I would like to pull, no, I'm sorry. Nothing.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion approved.
All right, I heard Ms. Clement, because she's right here. Who was second? Second by Ms. Provost. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, we're gonna move to the action item 7.1, approval of 2025 employee insurance and ancillary plans. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Hold on just a moment.
This is, we're pulling this, right? This is what we're not voting on this.
Right.
Right, this is not,
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah.
So you wanna pull it? Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
Yes, I thought you already knew that.
Yeah,
I-
I told you about it. This is the one they should make a decision on.
Oh, yes, you did tell me that, but I didn't realize that I needed to pull it. Okay.
I'm sorry,
That's okay.
Real okay.
okay, well, I'm gonna pull it.
All right. 7.1 has been pulled by the superintendent. All right.
And then seconded by Mr. Ray.
Since I think, well, Mr. Ray also did it, so that's perfect. All right, so we'll skip that and move to item 7.2. Mr. McKinley, FYI, we would like to have an executive session after the meeting today so that Mr. Rayball can go over that information with us from the negotiations last
As
night.
long as we stick to negotiations,
Okay.
that don't happen.
Perfect, thank you. All right, 7.2, approval of Title IV, Part A, and Perkins Rural Grants.
Move to approve.
All right, I'll give Ms. Prolong the motion,
Second.
Ms. Clement the second.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes, ma'am, any
Because-
discussion? Now's your time. Go.
Okay, sorry. Should it say all the grants or because I put all of the grants in there because
Okay.
we've received all of them, so
Okay.
I don't know if,
Were they all in the slideshow?
yes.
Okay, so, we could make an amendment to that motion to include all the grants. All the federal grants, would that cover them? Okay. Who made that motion?
I think.
Ms. Prolong, would you like to amend your motion?
Yes, I will amend my motion to, approve all federal grants.
Okay,
Second.
and second by Larry on that. So I just wanna say thank you, Tara. I love the way you present that to us.
You can tell I'm visual. I'm
Yes,
very
you
visual.
are, and apparently so am I, because when you just send me the actual grant itself, and I gotta read through all that, I get overwhelmed, so your format is beautiful, thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome.
I
Simplifying
second that.
a lot of heavy information. Appreciate it. All right, any other discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Item 8.1, general public comments. Seeing none, we'll move to item 9.1, superintendent's report.
I'm gonna hold mine tight for comment, please.
All right, we'll move to board member comments. 10.1, start with you, Ms. Rowland.
The only thing I have is just, I wanna publicly commend the girls volleyball team for winning the district championship, second year in a row, and wish them well on their first game in the regional tournament on Saturday. It's gonna be a busy day, it's volleyball at 2:00 and the Raging Cajun at 6.
It's gonna be a fun day.
It's gonna be a blast.
All right, Mr. Lucky, welcome back.
Thank you.
We missed you.
I missed you guys, I really did. Thank you for your text, your notes, your conversations. Everything that you guys have done, the flowers. It's been a trying time and it'll continue to be, but I've been looking forward to today so much because this is like the first normal thing for me to jump back into. But I really appreciate every person up here. So that's all I have to say, thank you.
And Larry, you did a wonderful job with that service. That was a great tribute and honor to your
Thank
mother.
you. I've had about 12, 14 people tell me that now.
Any mother would have been.
Well,
super
my
proud,
goal was to honor her,
which you did,
and I was so proud of my children.
yes.
They came through.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go to Ms. Pierce.
I don't really have any
Minutes
minutes.
like to get one.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Clement?
I, have what I wanna say, but now I forgot.
You want me to come back to you, because I have one?
No, so I do wanna thank the Seminole Tribe and the Brighton community for coming to the high school and providing a culture day for the kids. They were able to try pumpkin bread, fry bread, and see culture from the culture department as well as an alligator show, so that was fantastic. All the students loved it, getting to see the reactions from the students, high school students, was very rewarding, and getting to, even though we do live right here, they don't understand what's in our backyard, so getting to see that excitement and the Seminole Tribe donating their time to come and educate our students was amazing, so I just wanna say thank you to them. I had other stuff, but I cannot remember.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you if you remember. Yeah, I just to piggyback on what you said, I'm so grateful for the relationships that we have with the Seminole Tribe and how we've been able to work together so well, and it's really, they're a blessing to our community in every way. I just wanted to ask for my comments about the contract with the Sheriff's Department and the SRO. Have you had a chance, Dr. Barfield, to follow up on that? Will that be on the next agenda?
I had Mr. Gressa call, and you spoke with, who did you speak with? Not Sheriff Harden, but
No, it's not.
Mr. Portoff, or,
No,
no,
I talked with,
can't think of his name, anyway. It'll be on the next agenda.
Okay,
It is.
all right.
I mean, my discussion was in the email that I sent. So nothing since then.
Just through email.
So the things that we need to iron out in there, you guys help me remember, but, it was the benefits. Who's paying the benefits for the SROs?
Right.
that was the big issue, because our contract says they are paying, but you were told that traditionally we have been paying.
Past practices, it's inclusive.
So we need to figure out how much that costs, the benefits, and if we can afford to continue.
That's all included in that number.
It's, yeah, it's
That's
already there, it's nothing additional.
It's already there, something additional.
So we need the wording in the contract to match what we're actually doing.
I agree.
There was something else.
When I first read it, I was like, what? And then I was, common sense just made me realize that the hourly rate, what rate that they get is inclusive with their benefits.
Yeah, but for their day job, not the overtime, the contract says that the sheriff's department will pay their benefits. Cause they're like high-risk people,
Yeah,
and so their
They're
benefits
getting-
are higher than ours.
but it's inclusive of their salary.
Right, but the contract says otherwise.
I know, they put that word in there this
So we
year.
need to change the
It
contract.
came into my attention as well.
But why is the verbiage in the contract
Somebody else
not
wrote it
being
different.
honored?
I was told it was a handshake agreement between the past sheriff and the past superintendent.
Mr. McKinley, did you add the red line in of that verbiage? I believe that's verbiage that has to be included no matter what you're working with. Everyone, so say a University of Florida employee has to go outside of their job and work for another entity, whether they bill you for that or not, that's up to them, but legally, you're required to fulfill those, funds for that time that they're there.
I don't remember exactly what changes I made. I had a few comments in there, and I may have been trying to clarify something like the overall rate that we pay includes the load, say 15 or 20% for their benefits. And then maybe we were trying to say, but we don't pay the load if it's overtime work, like a football game or something like that. That could be,
This is
Part of the
additional security coming in.
pardon?
This is additional staff coming in.
Like if you have a football game and we have
Yeah.
already an SRO, but we have to pay an additional SRO.
Yeah,
And the
that
contract
more
was talking about their SRO job, not the additional hours. It was actually both. But their contracted hours, they're not our employee. So I don't see why we would be responsible for their benefit. They don't work
Normally,
for
that's
us.
how it's done. It's part of the cost of the SRO includes, if the cost is $30,000 a year just in salary, then you figure out a load for their benefits, 15 to 20%. And that's what we pay for the SRO. Out of not out of the box, but that's the general deal on an SRO. But what I was talking about was, you would try to express the extra hours that you get, that we may need over the course of a year for a football game, or whatever. Maybe we shouldn't pay the additional load, we would pay their overtime rate, which they have promulgated by their own rules, how to get an extra hours from a sheriff's deputy.
Right, right.
That's what I was about.
Will you look at that and find
Sure,
out what's
yes.
customary to make sure?
And I know that I had tinkered with the contract a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it's grant funded, I get that, it's not coming out of general fund, but everything we spend on that is something we can't spend on security cameras or fencing or other security needs that we have, so I get the fact that it's grant funded, but you know what I'm saying, we still need to be careful.
Well,
Because in
the work you did, the red line that you did on there, the sheriff's department never got a copy of that one. From what, I talked to Dwayne's his name, I think, his name, Dwayne Pablo. And I would guess that it'd be very difficult to try and, really make a hard discussion about this because their budget has already been approved. I mean, we're well past that.
So is ours.
I understand that, and I think we've both been to some of these, commissioners meetings where, they had a very difficult time getting any kind of increase at all. So I'm not sure that, I don't know how that's gonna work out, you know, how they're gonna have the money to pay for that.
Right.
Honestly, if
if the deputy works for us at a game, do we write the check to the deputy, or do we pay a flat fee to the sheriff, and the sheriff
Sheriff's
pays the
Department.
overtime?
No, we write to the deputy.
Then we have to take the FICA and the retirement out. And that costs us.
Mhm.
Really?
No, we don't have to pay for their insurance, that's already paid
Yeah.
for. But we do have to report taxes and income.
Yeah, we run it.
So you have to take that rate and you have to add security, the FICA to that.
So I'm not sure of that because I don't see that on our check warrant register checks.
Because we haven't had any recently up until this last cycle, and they're getting paid on the 30th.
But we
For overtime.
reimburse
But I mean, in the past, like last year,
I don't know.
You
Yeah,
ever
we
seen,
reimburse. We don't write
seen
the checks.
checks to deputies?
We write the deputies,
Okay.
I'm just telling you, we write the deputies a check.
Okay.
I've never signed one.
If we write the deputy to the check, then I've got to make sure that we are taking the taxes out and report it, that's our responsibility.
Yeah, and see, that should all be done by them, that doesn't even make sense for us to be writing checks for.
I would rather us pay a flat fee to the sheriff's department, this is what, and then they take care of it. That's-
Exactly.
But,
An hourly rate.
Okay, well, you
That's
guys
how we
know,
negotiate it.
you guys
We'll
will
work
work
that
that out. We need to have a contract that reflects what we're really doing, is what we need. I don't know.
Yeah, so I have a question. The SROs that are at the school every day are not really our employees, they're the employee of the Glades County Sheriff's Office, and we pay the Glades County Sheriff's Office, and they pay them.
Correct.
Correct? But when a deputy comes to a football game, and we are paid, we're writing that gentleman or that deputy a check, then for that period of time they're at the football game, they're our employee. Because we're paying them, not the sheriff's office.
if we write the check, then technically they.
Yeah, if we're writing a check to them, they're our employee.
For that, for
That's-
that
that's the
football.
reason I have
For
to
that
take the
3
taxes out.
hours or 4 hours that they're there.
Yes, that's the reason I have to take the taxes and the retirement and all that stuff out of the check. And
So we
and
need
that
to,
adds 21.68% or whatever that hourly rate is.
I mean, if I'm paying you to work, you're my employee. If we wanna put that in the contract that the sheriff's office is gonna pay them, then
I would rather pay the sheriff department, yeah, let them pay that, but I don't.
I can promise you,
Yeah, we've
if we
never
pay the
done
sheriff's
that.
department, it'd be easier for us, because if
Yeah.
not, then we're getting the phone
Yeah,
calls
'cause
from the
it's on
deputies
their
on their
rate,
money, and
on their
that's
salary.
what we are doing.
I was gonna say, when did we start writing checks to overtime? I've never-
Never not, I mean, I can always tell you, I
It's
can
been on
only,
the
it's
check
always,
more,
yeah.
I've seen it.
In the contract, it's real gray in that area where it talks about hiring them for football games and things. Like, it's very gray as to who's going to ask them to work the game and, you know.
It says the SRO may, when requested, participate in and/or attend school functions or meetings in the SRO's capacity as a law enforcement officer, and to help maintain order in and about the school functions and meetings, or to facilitate communications between school personnel and parents or visitors. Furthermore, the SRO shall be available to attend and give testimony at student or staff disciplinary hearings when requested.
That wasn't the part I was talking about, but.
We're
So it
talking about
says-
salary.
But they're acting as a law enforcement officer, so not a Glades County school employee. They're still a Glades County Sheriff's
I
Department.
mean, that was all in why, if we wanted to hire them or somebody else or have, guardians, I mean, it was all, they take the fall. I mean, they're insured by them, everything. We just reimburse them for those funds.
Ms. Furlong, you had a comment?
Well, I was just trying to, in my head, figure out the difference. If I'm the superintendent and I want to have 3 deputies at the game Friday, do you contact the sheriff's office and say, I need 3 deputies? And
Just
then
like
the SRS is, yeah,
It's just like, for example, I'll give you an example. The football game Friday night is in Trenton, I'm going. They wanted to know if we needed a deputy, and I said no, because number one, I know that Trenton, they have their own, sheriff's department, and they're gonna be there. If we had to pay that person, that would be quite a bit of money, overtime money.
yeah, but you pay
and
for
so-
a trip up there and.
Right, so I had to send it to, let, Deputy Alvarez know that we do not need a deputy. Because if we did, they would have had to make arrangements through the sheriff's department, but I don't do that with the sheriff's department.
All right, so in the contract, it says the SRO shall remain an employee of the Glades County Sheriff's Office and shall not be an employee, agent, or independent contractor of the school. All work-related employee benefits as applicable accruing to the SRO shall be the sole cost and responsibility of the Glade GCSO, including but not limited to health insurance, workers' compensation, retirement benefits, liability insurance, and unemployment insurance. The school district shall reimburse the GCSO for both the salary and benefits of any additional SROs. I don't know what that sentence means, because that contradicts the previous sentence.
We have full-time ones
Just a
here,
second,
but
we're-
any additional ones that we need for an event.
Right. That's probably what it does mean, but it's that sentence contradicts the previous sentence. The school district and the GCSO acknowledge that the SRO shall remain responsive to the chain of command and to the policies and procedures of the GCSO. So anyway, all that needs to be ironed out, and we need to have something that reflects what we actually really do, who pays what, and it needs to be very clear in there. That's my comment on that. Okay, any other board comments? Did you remember anything, Ms. Clement?
No.
Okay, all right, Dr. Garfield, your turn.
I, yesterday went with the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee to do observations, and then we came back here and did, interviews, and I have to tell you, and I can only speak for since 2020, that we have the strongest group of teachers that are vying for the title of Glades County Teacher of the Year. They not only represented their schools themselves, their classrooms, but our district would be in excellent hands with any of the 4 of them. And I have not, added up the tallies yet, or the rubrics, but I can tell you that, two of the committee members, well, actually, all 3 of the committee members are not people that typically you would see get emotional. But during the interviews, 3 of the 4 candidates, literally, they were crying and they were crying. It was the greatest thing I ever saw. And they all said that they were sick on their stomach that they had to select just one. It was very heartfelt, their stories of inspiration and just of what they have persevered to become a teacher and what being in Glades County meant to them. And like I said, I don't even know how, it's gonna be difficult because I did not go into the observations. I didn't feel that was fair. I took each of the committee to all the schools and transported everybody. But I did sit in on the interviews and kind of facilitated that. And I just can't even tell you. I left in here and then I went into the negotiations and I just told them, I said, I just want you all to know that this was amazing. You truly are being represented, so, I'm looking forward to November 8th, our Teacher of the Year banquet, where everybody will find out who the winner is. We've got, a lot of tickets have been sold, and we're looking forward to a wonderful evening, and I hope everyone, attends and, look forward to seeing everybody dressed up. I think a lot of people are just excited to dress up and, they're like this. We need this. And so not only are we going to be celebrating, Teacher of the Year, Glades County Teacher of the Year, but we're gonna be celebrating education in Glades County. So I'm excited.
So there's still tickets available for Education, is
Yeah,
that
oh
sold out?
no, Rage Occasion? Oh, I don't know.
Nobody knows?
That's a foundation thing.
Yeah.
He was just asking the dress code for each occasion, so what were we talking about?
Oh, I wasn't talking about Rage Occasion.
Oh, that's okay,
Yeah.
okay, what did you say?
She's talking about the Teacher of the Year gala, and a
Oh.
question came up about Raging Cajun.
Oh,
But I would contact Dennis Brown.
I think I'm just gonna write a check for a donation.
Okay.
So, so there's that, and, so like I said, please make sure that you attend and make sure that you have your Sunday best on. We also have the football game Friday night, which is in Trenton, Saturday, which is the, regional, semifinal, and it is in Moorhaven at 2:00. I am going up to the, Trenton game, and then I'm gonna make a little grandbaby stop and spend the weekend in Nashville. But if we win Saturday, Tuesday will be, the following Tuesday will be our game in, possibly either in Trenton or in Williston, depending on who wins that game. So, I may just stay up and go to that game. But, our football team, if they win Friday night, I believe they may have to have one more game, and if they win that, then they'll make it in the top, they'll go to the playoffs. But if they do not win both games, they will not make it, so there's that. Everything else, there's a lot going on, but just stay, I'm trying to keep the Moorhaven Middle High School, in a good direction, and we've got a lot of great teachers that are really stepping up and filling in some gaps that maybe they hadn't been in the past, and which is really promising. I actually, yesterday, when I was at Moorhaven Elementary School, I popped in, Mr. Thomas was having a meeting with his paras, and, really outlining what's gonna happen with moving to the new school, and, one of the things that we talked about, we are gonna plan on December, hold on, I'll give you a date. December the 17th, we're gonna do a dry run at Moorhaven Elementary School. We're gonna have parents drop their kids off over there where we can see how the car lines work. And then after dismissal, they may do a short program in their classrooms. Then they're going to go back and they'll have school back over here. But it's just a way to make sure the traffic is good and everything's good over here. So, and I'll get with you more on that. Of course, we have joint conference the first week of December. And, December the 18th is our grand opening. And, I'm making some phone calls. I don't know, there's been a little bit of a glitch. I don't know if Lisa if people are getting emails from her and they're not opening them because they don't know who she is. So I'm calling people to remind them that, about the grand opening.
Who's Lisa and would you?
Johnson with Culpepper, with Wiseman. And then January the 5th, we're having, is a teacher work day, and then that evening, we're having a community and, public open house.
At what time?
It's gonna be from 5 to 7, and,
what, I'm sorry.
January 5th. And you had shared that with us, but there was.
So the other open house on the 18th is not open to the general public?
No, ma'am, it's invitation only, because
And
it's,
that's
it's
gonna be-
dignitaries,
Elected officials.
public boards, that sort of thing. But if you have somebody
January 5th, do you know what time that one?
5 to 7. But if there's somebody that you want to invite, let me know and I'll.
I've just had some retired teachers ask me about when's the open house, so I need to do on the January 5th date.
And that's all I have.
All right, awesome. All right, Ms. Clement did remember another one of her, or
I also had a question. Were any of y'all invited to the, Hickory environmental, project that they had groundbreaking yesterday?
Yes.
I was invited, but I didn't go.
Or Tuesday, they had that Tuesday, they've got quite a very large project going on down here, and it was interesting to be able to see. The county did mention the school board there, and, if you get a chance to look and see what that project is, I highly recommend it because it's very interesting. And then, Ms. Boyles, I see you here today, and it's so nice to see your smiling face, and I'm glad to see you happy and healthy. Yes, ma'am.
yes, welcome back.
I just, I want to comment on,
I know, I got it.
I know. I just want to say this, and Ms. Clemens, I saw the pictures and I was so glad to see you that were there in attendance to represent us, so thank you for that. I didn't go because of this, but I want it stated publicly. I'm very concerned how much land and agricultural acreage and tax money that our county is giving away. And that's all I'm gonna say.
And there's been comments in Hendry County about the same thing.
It's,
The ranchers are still having income, some of it is larger than what they would have with cattle, so it's insane that they're not having to pay taxes.
and I think that, and I've said this publicly on many social media platforms, I'm gonna say it here, and I'm planning on starting to attend county commission meetings because I have, a little interest in this, but, we have to wake up as Glades County residents, and I'm speaking as the superintendent and also as a lifelong, almost lifelong, resident of Glades County. If Glades County residents do not wake up to what's going on, then we're in trouble because, you know, Mr. Thomas and I, we were notified about a huge project that it's a Hendry, the bridge project in Hendry County. And the way it was, we found out about it, Glades County School Board is gonna be affected, it's gonna be huge, because it's gonna be very close to West Glades. But we weren't told about it, no one's, anyway,
If that one is chosen.
if that plan is chosen,
But still, we should know
correct.
all the workings.
On the 15,000 acres that was originally the family's ranch out there that's divided all up now, there's over 7,000 acres that people are collecting their cattle money, because they're able to still run cattle. They're collecting their money from the state, and they're not paying taxes. They're getting they're double dipping and waived taxes.
And the other thing I wanna add is that, I've spoken with the Jewish community, and there's a lot of concern that that project's even gonna go forward. So,
There's 42
They got
homes.
millions of dollars in that already.
yeah, but I'm just,
They're-
I'll say
That money's
this,
in emeralds.
When I-
There's
when I went home
43
to-
homes that are pretty much being finished off on the inside now.
And when I go by the last 2 nights after dark, the lights are on in those buildings.
Yeah, they're working. And the one that's north of Okeechobee, that one's crazy too. I mean, that one's gonna be a whole big thing.
I'm just saying, I just want us as a board to be, and I had told, I told the, anyone I can get in front of to tell them to start attending county commission meetings, start attending school board meetings when it's appropriate, when you can. I told my administrators this at the administrators meeting. There are decisions being made in your county and your state that you have got to get involved in, because if you don't do anything, then the people that are making the decisions, they might not have Glades County in the best minds, and interest, thank you. So I'm not a person to go out and say, look, let's not get on a bandwagon, but I'm concerned because I think what sparked me was the original purchase of the land, that we talked about a couple of months ago, the 7,000 acres. And then as I've looked deeper into it and looked deeper into other projects going on, I'm blown away by, I don't know where Glades County is gonna be in 5 years.
So the new project, Ms. Clement, you were at the grand opening, did they mention anything about the payment in lieu of taxes? Will we get that for that project?
It was just the groundbreaking.
Okay. Because I think we only get that for 2 projects that I'm aware of, the school district, GEO, prison. And do you know the other one?
Was it Dita?
It might be the tribe. No, that's the grant.
Was it Dita?
There's 2 payments that we get, they call them the PILT payments. But all these reservoirs, I'm not sure we're getting that, and we should. So, good point. All right, any other discussion? Anyone? All right, meeting adjourned.
Executive session.
I'm gonna go to Frank.
All right, let's take a 5-minute break.